일 없어. 잠 못 들던 그때보다 조금은 일었어. 우리는 바보처럼 몸으로 부딪히면서 배웠어. 넘어질 때마다 일었어. 다시 고쳤었지. 이력서 눈부신 성공의 신바람. 잠시나마 불어봤던 휘파람. 한 곡 더 퇴근하기 전에 그림자처럼 날 따라온 비바람. 시기 질투 기대 압박을 못 이긴 몇 번의 실축. 자만 나태함 속에 던졌던 말로 홈런을 맞는 실투. 다 끝 난가 같았지만 우리 앞길을 막지마 라고 외치며 마음을 다잡곤 했었지. 진짜 한치 앞도 안 보이는 가시밭길에서도 절대 유턴 없이 잘 봐라 느리로 의지하면서 둘이 딱 붙어갔지. 비극 지금 기가 아프지만 지나고 보면 웃음 나오는 희극. 그래서 우린 지금을 참고 살아. 난 미쳤다 생각하면서 keep dreaming. 희망이란 끈 잡고 살아. 이 험한 현실에서 아직 붙잡아두고 싶은 꿈. 너와 천천히 오래 걷고 싶어 until the end of time. 지금 난 간절히 원해 한 조각의 peace of mind. 이 도시에서 멍 때리는 것조차도 사치. 버릇처럼 내가 나를 착취해. 경추 쪽은 딱딱해지고 의식에 붙은 각질. 모두 위맑은 땀 대신 날 적시는 건 진땀이네. 잠든 시간에도 문제들이 쌓여. 눈 뜨자마자 결정해도 아직 익숙치 않은 타협. 시간을 도마 위에 식재료 썰듯 안 하면 하루는 순서가 뒤섞인 음식처럼 망가져. 지쳐도 경계하네 공허와 허무. 불안감 속에서 상기하네 15년 전 빈 털터리의 여유. 억울해도 납득돼 35년간의 필름이 어쩌면 수치 맞은 삶 건축된 우리의 이름이 길르니 어두워지지 않게 서로를 비판하고 세상을 보는 시선 삐딱하게. 얼굴에 피어난 주름은 당연해 마치 아파친 너 페이스. 평가는 다 끝난 다음에 해긴 인생에.
2K Sports checks in with our loyal viewers with the broadcast from Philadelphia. It's the home of the 76ers, the Wells Fargo Center. Well, guys, for the Philadelphia 76ers, they come in off the loss to the Houston Rockets. And the Clippers starting five. Kyle Korver is out there with Jefferson. Then there's J.J. Redick. Then it's Alexis Ajinça. And it's Irving in the point guard position. Sinks it. And the shot from Porzingis.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
Korver gets a wide open look. Lets it go with a three.
J.J. Redick.
Good.
For three.
Redick's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
And, you know, J.J. Redick has shown steady improvement in his game. He entered the league as a spot shooter off the bench. Last season, averaged over 30 minutes a game for the Clippers. He's come a long way.
What are you doing?
And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. And now, just over a minute played here in the first. Curry with it. Now defended by Korver.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Outside Jefferson. From 8. No good. Great D that time from Howard. The Los Angeles Clippers, they come into this one following a loss to the Milwaukee Bucks. Shot's good.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
Here's Irving. He feeds it to Ajinça. And the powerful one-handed slam.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
And it's sent back by Howard. Fast break, Philadelphia. Curry's got the ball. So it's Richardson with the jam.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
They push it up 4-on-3. Curry. Rebound by Ajinça.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see. They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Well, the plan has been obvious now, Clark, for a while. The 76ers really loading up on young players, letting them see a lot of minutes, and they're hoping it's going to bear some fruit, as you like to say, coming up.
Exactly, and it will in time because they've accumulated some really nice young talent, Kevin.
Irving attacking. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Curry dishes to Howard. And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last.
And with the 76ers, it's not just on the floor that they have stifled the progress. That they've taken 2 top picks knowing they would sit out a full year just to rehab injuries.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Anderson comes in for Porzingis, and Oubre subbed in for Terrence Ross. And then for the Clippers, Channing Frye's checked in for Alexis Ajinça. West comes in for Al Jefferson, and it's Barnes in for J.J. Redick. And he gets it to go. 8 points for Steph Curry.
You know, one thing few people talk about with the Sixers, this plan of building through the draft and with young players, what if it actually works to their benefit? Then it would become a copycat strategy because we know in the NBA, it's a herd mentality if something works.
And Frye kicks it to West. Frye passes to Irving, and he makes good on the layup. Irving's got 6.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And, Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Greg, that's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. Kyrie Irving may be the best ball handler in the league. There are a lot of guys with a good handle. He is definitely in the top 5. If not, he's got to be in the conversation.
And arguably the most talented player at his position. I mean, he can get wherever he wants to on the court. He's athletic, an unbelievable finisher as well. I think that's something that oftentimes gets underrated. Maybe the best finisher in the game.
Agreed. Here's Bayless. Lets it go with the 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Pass to Barnes. Poked loose. Stolen by Varejao. Here's Champ. That's good, and so Bayless with the assist. Champ's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
Feeds it to Anderson. Got it off in time. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. 76ers lead by 6. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the 76ers?
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
Jared Bayless is out there with Champ. Then there's Anderson. Then it's Terrence Ross. And it's Porzingis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
For three.
And the shot is good.
And Coach Doc Rivers wears multiple hats for this organization. Not only is he the head coach, but also in charge of all basketball operations, really the leader in a lot of ways for this team.
Here's what Philadelphia is going with right now. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Anderson. Richardson comes in for Champ. And Curry subbed in for Jared Bayless. Now here's Curry. He's got 14. Kicks it out to Johnson. And again, Los Angeles with the triple. Thinking about Doc Rivers being a leader, he was like that on the floor, Clark, as well. You know that. You went against him.
A leader and a winner, no doubt about it. And there have been a lot of coaches that came from his old Celtics team. And of all of them, perhaps the least surprising is Doc Rivers for the reasons we just mentioned, leader and coach on the floor.
Here's Curry with the three. Curry with another miss.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Randolph kicks to Spates. Second chance shot. Tipped away. Curry with the steal. Plays it in off the breakaway. Curry's got 19 points.
That is up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
And really, basketball is about rhythm, and that allows your offense to flow better. Now let's see if they can build on it and keep this lead.
Ross in the corner. Back to Curry. Kicks it out to Richardson. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Richardson's got 8 points.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face. And guys, as remarkable as Steph Curry's offensive game is, I think what's underrated is how he competes on the defensive end of the floor. I mean, not the strongest nor most explosive player, but he continues with activity and plays with tremendous effort.
And now we've got the intentional foul. Oubre is checked in for the 76ers. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Hutchins is checked in.
Once again, the defense letting him get open at the three-point line. That's a major mental mistake there. You've got to get to the shooter.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Curry can't get it to go.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
Anderson Varejau's checked in for Terrence Ross. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Redick dishes to Johnson. Pass to Ajinça. Shot clock at 5. Korver kicks to Johnson. Knocks down the three ball. Johnson's got a pair of triples in the second now for Los Angeles.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Redick for 3. Dwight Howard pulls it in.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Anderson, he's checked in for Howard. Champ comes in for Richardson. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Curry.
Bayless.
Korver, good.
And guys, the Spurs coaching tree extends pretty far these days. Coach Brett Brown, another former member of the Spurs staff, to be leading an NBA team. Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Johnson, a wide open look. And the three off target. Well, Greg, for Brett Brown and the Spurs connection, he was an assistant in San Antonio for 7 years, was really indoctrinated into how the Spurs conducted business, Clark, before coming to the 76ers.
He's got an interesting accent, too, a mix of Boston Australian from where he grew up and where he spent a lot of time, but no doubting his passion and his coaching ability. He's good in both.
He was actually a head coach for Australia for a while in international play.
And sometimes we all just want to show people that we have the range.
Yeah, you speaking from experience? We already know how good his range is. He shouldn't be firing from that deep.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Channing Fries checked in for Alexis Ajinça. West comes in for Maurice Spates. And Matt Barnes is subbed in for Wesley Johnson.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
And now Philadelphia on the break and stolen by Barnes. Here's Korver for three, and he gets it to go. Korver's got 6 points in the quarter. The tray. The three from Anderson. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater. And the third quarter about ready to get underway. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
I just love the tenacity on the defensive side. I mean, his play on D has been a huge factor for them as he continues to get steal after steal.
And, guys, as the game moves on, I think he should continue to be aggressive defensively to keep ball handlers off balance.
The second half just about to get going here.
How about Steph Curry in this one? 25 points, and he's buried a ton of three-pointers in this game, too.
I think we need a calculator to keep track of just how many of those he's knocked down.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Jefferson is out there with Kyle Korver. Then there's Irving. Then there's J.J. Redick. And it's Ajinça in the center, filling out the middle. Well, guys, no secret that Al Jefferson has never been known for his defense. Clark, mostly viewed as an offensive player.
Yeah, he really is strong down in the low post. But last season, Jefferson went out of his way to change that no defense perception of him.
Curry's shot is good.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Irving for three. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
The 76ers leading by 12. Curry wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark.
And you know, it's what spurred Jefferson to kind of rededicate to defense when he realized teams would pick on him and make him the focal point of their attack.
Curry. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Ooh, and this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room. And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3. And for Jefferson and his defense, players know when they are being targeted. So good for Big Al to do something about it.
Kyle Korver.
Nice work there coming off the screen. Korver's got it back down to within single digits for the Clippers. And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the 76 with a completely new group now. And then for Los Angeles, Steve Novak, he's checked in for Jefferson. And it's Zach Randolph in for J.J. Redick. Here is Bayless. He's got 11. 4 on the shot clock. On up the court. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
Tell you what, that was all made possible by the heads-up defense at the other end.
And I love that as soon as they get their hands on the basketball, they immediately get out in transition.
Barnes, he's checked in for Alexis Ajinci. Oubre can't get it to go. Clippers trail by 7. Irving kicks to Novak. Here's Korver. Fires from deep. And Zach Randolph gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. And so here is Philadelphia. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. So it's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the next to look forward to. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Barnes kicks to Irving. Ball's knocked loose. Back to Barnes. Outside Irving. Back to Barnes. Here's Korver. And again, no good by the Clippers.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
Bayless.
Clippers trail by 12. Inside. Nobody near Barnes. Leaps for it. The Clippers keep it alive. The second chance effort. He takes it up and lays it in. For Philadelphia, they've gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Champ can't hit. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Yes, fans, Clark, and the one team they view as floppers is the Clippers. I don't like that word, but just kind of came out. Whether that is fair or not is up for debate, but it is certainly, I think, the perception.
And I think there's some truth to that perception. I mean, multiple players have received fines for flopping on their roster. I mean, you can't run away from that, and the fans remember it, too.
Oh, they do, yes, sir. And Philadelphia calls time here.
And for the Clippers and flopping, part of it might just be reputation. Whenever anyone hits the deck on their team, fans might be quick to kind of condemn that as a flop.
So, for the Clippers, Alexis Ajinci has checked in for Randolph. Jefferson comes in for Irving. And Wesley Johnson has subbed for Kyle Korver.
You know, the Clippers were the darlings of the NBA as they improved and made strides, but I think the flopping has kind of diminished that now, that love affair. Being labeled a group of floppers can certainly stifle your popularity.
Yes,
Consistency all game long. He's going to continue, I think, to have...
Look at that shot! How did that go in?
How about that?
Oh! Now here's Johnson. He has 6. And he gets the bucket.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded...
It's amazing. Curry against Barnes. Curry kicks to Richardson. From deep three-point range. Clippers trail by 8. Outside Jefferson. And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
26 seconds left for the third.
In the first half, they had some success from the arc, but that isn't the case here. They're
How did he hit that shot?
I don't believe what I just saw right there, Cam.
Knocks it loose. From deep. Can't get it to go. Ajinça. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Philadelphia ahead, up by 11. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Porzingis. Anderson is out there with Terrence Ross. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Champ in at the 2. And so Irving nails both of them.
Kyrie Irving made his first playoff appearance last season with the Cavs, and individually got a big $90 million max extension as well. He's in a really good spot in his career at this point.
How did he hit that shot?
I just saw right there, Cam.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Bayless is checked in.
And he had one in the first as well. He can be dangerous. Keep an eye on him.
Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Clippers trail by 9. Here's Irving. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Irving's got 20 points.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
From deep three-point range. Rebounded by Korver.
I'm not even going to comment on that one.
Neither am I. I mean, if you're going to attempt a buzzer beater, I guess I will comment. Make sure there's actually a buzzer to beat.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Irving kicks it to West. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And all of a sudden, the shots now falling in bunches. The complexion of this game has completely changed.
Yeah, and that was the only thing that could have brought him back in this game. Everything had to start dropping. And boy, have they gotten on a roll.
Irving attacking. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Irving's got 24.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally the run they needed to get back into this one.
I didn't think it was going to happen for them, quite honestly, but they finally turned it on, turned it up a little bit. Now they've got to come up with some stops.
Korver passes to West. Dishes it to Redick. Takes the three.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Anderson. Richardson comes in for Champ. And Curry subbed in for Jared Bayless. And the dunk by West.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Alexis Ajinça has checked in for the Clippers. From deep three-point range, it's rebounded by West. West has got his 3rd rebound on the night.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
From deep, the long-distance three is buried. Curry's got 43 points.
No, scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eating up anybody they've thrown at him.
From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by Los Angeles. Aginsa's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And Stephen Curry, another 3. Curry's got 9 points now in the quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the 76ers.
Boy, their hounding, harassing efforts in the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
And the 76ers call time here.
I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brett Brown said to his team. He wanted his guys to keep up the intensity, saying, if any of you think this game is over, you're wrong. We've got work to do. I don't want to see any letdown on the defensive end of the floor. Guys, let's watch how it plays out.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
That's a weapon they've been allowed to use at will today.
Yeah, the defense struggling to take that away from them.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
The 76ers leading by 5. Curry from deep three-point range. Ross kicks to Curry. From deep three-point range, no good. Johnson with the defensive effort. And they're moving it up. Irving dishes to Spates. Johnson, that's for 2. Hangs. And the layup is good.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
Philadelphia shooting in the fourth quarter, not pretty, down around 29%. Curry can't get it to go. Clippers trail by 3. Nobody near Irving. He nails it, and we're tied up. Irving's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Clippers. From deep. Can't hit.
And doesn't he just have a nose, a knack for the basketball? He is by far their best rebounder.
Well, he has been today, no doubt about that. His effort's been unbelievable.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Back to Richardson. To the wing right side. Here's Porzingis. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. And I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
You know, I think that's probably a smart move.
I think so, too.
That was massive.
You know it. He's stepping right into the spotlight there.
Timeout called, the 76ers. They're losing by 4. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And a quick bucket and a foul is really the only option at this point.
And the important thing about the foul is who you foul. They don't want to send a top-notch free thrower to the line if they can avoid it.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Al Jefferson, he's checked in for Spates. Korver comes in for Channing Frye. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Wesley Johnson.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 3-point game.
Big-time free throws there. That could be the difference. It forces them now into a 3-point attempt.
And Philadelphia calls time here. They trail by 3. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And you know what? You got a couple options here. You can take the 3 to tie it or get the quick 2 and then a foul.
And, you know, if it opens up for them inside, the quick 2 would be the way I would lean, Greg. But the foul has to come immediately after that.
Gets the first. That brings them within 2 here. And And so he makes both from the line.
He's got ice water in his veins, fellas. No way he's going to miss from the line when the game's still hanging in the balance. I've seen him make too many in this situation.
And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point. First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game. Timeout called the 76ers. They're behind by 3. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
And there's still time left, so they don't necessarily have to go for the 3. A quick, easy bucket inside will do.
Well, I think the clock's a little short here for that. I mean, I'm not quite sold on the quick 2. I think they've got to look for a quality 3 to try to tie this thing up based on where the clock is right now.
So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And that about wraps it up for Clark, Greg, and Doris, and the rest of our terrific crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now we send you to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, who's standing by in our studio.
Dynamic duo. Dynamic 동전한 입조차 쉽고 일 없어. 잠 못 들던 그때보다 조금은 일었어. 우리는 바보처럼 몸으로 부딪히면서 배웠어. 넘어질 때마다 일었어. 다시 고쳤었지. 이력서는 무신 성공의 신바람. 잠시나마 불어봤던 휘파람. 한 곡도 퇴근하기 전에 그림자처럼 날 따라온 비바람. 시기 질투 기대 압박을 못 이긴 몇 번의 실축. 저만 나태함 속에 던졌던 말로 홈런을 맞는 실투 다 끝. 난가가 탔지만 우리 앞길을 막지만 하고 외치며 마음을 다잡곤 했었지. 진짜 한치 앞도 안 보이는 가시밭길에서
Quando eu me vi só nesse lugar, eu pensei que